Hello and welcome to Art in Motion's new exhibit titled Common Sense. This is a multi-sensory art exhibit running from August 2nd to August 28th. This exhibit was co-curated by Lily Brooker, Shelby Teal, Isaiah Okongo, Kelly Meyer, and Shane Mahone. So this is an interactive exhibit using all of our senses. We ask that you sanitize your hands before entering the exhibit, and then when you're handling the art, to just do so gently and carefully. And then we ask that whatever piece you are interacting with, you make sure to put the pieces back in their place before moving on to the next exhibit. And then lastly, when you're finished with the exhibit, just remember to sanitize your hands again, just for that extra precaution. Okay, now that we've sanitized our hands, we are going to enter the exhibit. You're going to pass our restrooms on the right, and then you are going to pan over left. And what you're looking at right now is a lightly lit, bright colored piece titled Play Balls by Shelby Teal. It is made up of over 400 play balls, string, and lights. The instructions say to gently place loose balls over lights to create patterns. In doing so, you are creating your own pattern of light. The balls are perfectly round, plastic. They are made up of greens, blues, yellow, purple, red. Very bright primary colors are used in this piece. Feel free to pause and enjoy it. We are going to continue walking to the left, and we are coming up on another sculpture titled Sensory Sculpture number 16, again by artist Shelby Teal. It is made up of polymer clay, wire, string, and magnets. The instructions state to have fun carefully rearranging the composition into your own. Please do not bend pieces or leave it disassembled when you are finished. So this is a piece, as I'm looking at it, it's super bright colored, very fun abstract shapes. It is made up of over 20 disconnected pieces that you're welcome to connect how you want, arrange how you want. The artist wanted viewers to have their own take and be able to create their own composition. Feel free to pause and enjoy this sculpture. Now we are moving on, continuing to the left counterclockwise in the gallery in this middle section with the moving walls. We are coming up on a piece called Alone in the House of Illness by Drew Maud Griffin. So I'm standing in front of a tall white pedestal looking down at two black rubber gloves and a black viewfinder. So the purpose of this interactive piece is to place your hands inside the gloves and look through the viewfinder or at the prints in front of you. Please handle the viewfinder with care, as when you put the gloves on, your mobility is restricted and it will be harder to hold on to. I think the artist wanted viewers to have a little bit of a look into their life as someone with a chronic illness. These gloves mimic what the artist feels in their own hands when they are touching things or even just being still. One of the pieces says, "I hate you because you can ride your bicycle." The middle print says, "Sickness is meant to be temporary. That is how you see me." And the print on the right says, "My bones are made of styrofoam and my body is a thin plastic bag. They make the most awful noise when I walk." The photos in the viewfinder are kind of grainy film style prints, close-ups of kind of lower half of kids outside. And yeah, this piece is meant to kind of give us some insight as to how the artist senses the world around them. Feel free to pause and experience this piece for as long as you want. Okay, so now we are moving on to Sylvan Essence by Shoshana Fink. This is a multimedia interactive immersive rainforest piece. So it states to enter the enclosure, listen, and smell. So what I'm looking at is a giant 8-foot tall cylindrical piece with an all-over print of the Hoh rainforest in Washington. So very green, clearly in nature in the rainforest. You can walk around the exhibit itself and view the mesh prints that are hanging on the walls and listen to the rainforest sounds that the artist recorded when they were staying in the Hoh rainforest in Washington. After you walk around the piece, you can go inside of it by entering the magnetic flaps. Once you're inside, you're going to hear bird noises. You're going to smell a very rich, earthy smell meant to kind of take you into the space. You can put headphones on and listen to the root system from the rainforest. So now if you'd like to pause this, put the headphones on, and experience this amazing interactive piece, feel free and enjoy. Okay, so now we are going to move to the right side of the gallery and kind of take our way back. So right now what you're looking at is a 4.5 foot tall sculpture by Michael Finch called The Guardian. This is made up of paper bags, steel, mortar, silicone, and enamel. You can gently touch this piece and you will feel all of the ridges the artist has created to give this piece a very 3D feel. It is 3D. You can walk all the way around it and look at all its parts. It is light colored with dark details. Kind of looks like he's smiling. And this is a piece that, if you want to pause so you can sit with it and touch it, you can do so now. Continuing our way back, the wall is now on our left side and we are going counterclockwise around the gallery, and we are coming up on a white pedestal with a autobiography book by Kelly Meyer. This is a sensory book that you can touch all of the pages. So the first page has beautiful embroidery on it, almost like a garden layout. It is made with earth tones, lighter colors. And then you turn the page and you have some wig hair, some grain woven in, and leather. And then as you continue to work your way through the book, just feel free to gently touch all the pieces. So it is made up of industrial felt. And the fourth page of the book has a cut into it. You'll see a doctor's stethoscope, the outline of a pill bottle, and then you turn the page again and we have a very soft knitted yarn with kind of a Christmas tree shape in the middle. There it splits into two forms at the top, and then if we switch again, it looks like we have a cell of some type. There's a lava bead sewn on, some glass beads, very interesting patterns and textures. Feel free to really just feel this page. And then when we turn it, the last page has dried out apple slices, which has a really interesting feel to it. And then some snake skin. So when you're touching the snake skin, just gently kind of feel how delicate it is. And when you're finished, go ahead and close the book. The cover is really nice. It also has kind of an engraved K on it, I'm guessing for Kelly. So this is a piece you can gently touch. And if you'd like to pause the audio now to interact with it, feel free. Okay, now we continue to move forward. We are coming up on a piece by Isaiah Okongo. He is a visually impaired artist here at Art in Motion. And this piece is titled Streetlight at Dusk and Perspective Cubes. So the instructions state to place hand in a box to feel the engraved design, and then without looking, attempt to draw what you feel. When you're finished drawing, we would love it if you would hang your drawing on the wall so everyone can kind of see your work. So yeah, feel free to sit down now. You can pause the audio tour and put your hand in one of the black boxes and draw. Continuing forward with the wall on our left, we are coming up on a piece titled Connectivity. This was a collaboration between Shane Mahone and Lily Brooker. This is mixed media fibers, wood, and audio. The description, or I should say instructions, state to gently feel the bees to activate the sound features. So Lily has created these amazing fabric bees with conductive fabric within them. So when you touch it, you hear the bee sounds and some bee facts. So you can feel free to pause the audio tour now to enjoy that. Okay, we are entering kind of the corner area of the gallery where we see a large sofa chair. It is a dark chair, and on it there is a very fun knit pillow named Boris by Leanna Lunn. It is made up of salvaged acrylic yarn and polyester fiber fill. The instructions state to gently touch or hug the pillow, but please refrain from stretching. So what I'm looking at, it's kind of a quilted feel. Each quilted square has a very fun and different fabric on it, with different crocheted patterns that have these really interesting ridges. So when you touch it, you're going to feel all the ridges. Some are soft, some are a little bit more abrasive. But yeah, it's kind of made up of light colors, dark colors, whites, blacks. So yeah, you can sit down and hug it if you'd like and take a seat. You can pause the audio tour now if you'd like to do that. Okay, so now we've turned right and we still have the wall on our left, and we are now at the piece called the Amish Star Puzzle Ball. So you'll see one ball with light colored pastels already put together in the puzzle shape, and then to the right of it you're gonna see 3 separate pieces that you can fit together to create the puzzle. This was a pattern by Dedri Ois, made by Olivia Center. It is hand crocheted with medium worsted yarn and poly fill. And yeah, you can just gently assemble these and kind of figure out how they go together. If you'd like to do that, you can pause the audio tour now and spend some time with it. All right, now moving through the gallery, the wall is on our left still. We are in front of the first of 3 trust boxes by Kelly Meyer. This is mixed media, and the instructions say to gently feel inside of each box. These boxes, the first one is very earthy. It has many elements from the outdoors attached to the outside. And then the front right corner has a little slit in it where you can stick your hand in and feel around. I will let you do that. If you want to pause and enjoy these 3 pieces, you'll just move through them. They're each about 2 feet apart. And yeah, just feel inside each one and experience what Kelly Meyer created. Feel free to pause the exhibit now, or the audio tour now, and enjoy. Continuing through with the wall on our left, we come up on a piece by Brianna Rhodes titled Still Growing. This is a woodcut print with 2 watercolor prints next to it on Western paper. The instructions say to gently touch the carved design and to please not touch the prints. So the carved design is the middle piece. That is the one that you are welcome to touch and feel. So this kind of gives the viewer an opportunity to feel what a woodcut print feels like. And Brianna has created a very colorful botanical scene with many different plants, hanging plants, cacti, succulents. So yeah, feel free to pause the audio tour now and enjoy this piece. Okay, now moving on through the gallery, we're going to experience the last piece of the exhibit by artist Allison Baker. There are 4 different forms in this corner here. We have Who's Your Lotto, Soda 1, Soda 2, and pull tabs. So gently touch and handle these. They're very bright in color. 2 of the soda cans are cylindrical and have some really interesting fabric on them that kind of gives you the soda can feel, but it's also soft, so it's kind of an oxymoron. And then there's also this soft sculpture pull tab, and you're welcome to open the tabs to see if you're a winner. So yeah, you can pause the exhibit if you want to experience this piece. And now we are gonna just exit and sanitize our hands.